Hello everybody, welcome to the video. I thought I'd do a kind of autumn slash winter vinyl update thing. I think I last did one of these in like June time or something, so it's way overdue. I'm not going to be showing everything I've bought since then because I bought a shitload of records. I'm just going to show the ones I've bought in the last maybe 2 to 3 months, something like that. So without any further ado, we'll just get straight into it, I reckon. Firstly, I would like to talk about Jordy Grape, the new sound, fantastic album, my favourite album of the year, probably so far. Well, it probably will be my favourite album of the year by the time the year is done. This is an amazing art rock, jazz rock record. Brilliant. If you don't know who Jordy Grape is, of course, he is the frontman and guitarist of the recently disbanded Black Midi, who were one of my favourite bands, so it's quite a shame that they've split, but, you know, that's just lyrics in the gatefold there. You know, it's cool. If we're going to get brilliant records like this from Jordy and interesting side projects from the other members, fucking hell, members of the band. I think Cameron Picton, the bass player, is doing something on not Garage Band, what's it called? I can't remember, but that's cool as well. The sleeves, kind of weird image of the foot there, and I think it's like a monkey's foot or something. And the vinyl is just basic black, so not really anything to show there. Hopefully I won't be tripping over my words anymore this video than I already have. But yeah, excellent LP, great variety of sounds and a lot of brilliant tracks on this. I love that album. It's absolutely fantastic. And then released the same day was The Smile Cutouts. This is their second album of the year, the first one being Wall of Eyes, which was excellent, and this is really good as well. It's got a lot of my favourite Smile tracks on it. Now I say that because I've heard a lot of these songs before, because they've been playing them live for the last like 2 years. Tracks like Eyes and Mouth and stuff like that, which is my favourite on here. Amazing groovy track. A lot of really cool songs on this. I'm enjoying this project a lot. I mean, obviously everyone would quite like for Radiohead to get back together and do some stuff, but you know, I think this is a really fun and interesting side project from the guys, and it's on white vinyl. Sounds all good. I've played it once or twice, I think. Definitely played it at least once. It's a very good album. I've enjoyed that quite a lot. So that's that. Next up, we have Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. Amazing, iconic LP. Fantastic jazz fusion record. I love these late 60s, early 70s Miles Davis albums because the musicianship on them is just absolutely insanely cool. It's a gatefold. I don't know if I opened the gatefold. I did. Awesome, iconic artwork as well. The vinyl, nothing to show really, it's just black. It's on Sony Records, I think. Yeah, that's Sony. Pretty sure. I want to get more Miles Davis records, like in a Silent Way and Kind of Blue, obviously, but I am more into this kind of stuff where he kind of implemented more electric instrumentation into his music. But it's an amazing album. It's a great album to just stick on and relax to, really, even though some of the pieces are kind of intense. But that's a classic, phenomenal album. Everyone should own that. Now this one is a very cool find. I got this off eBay for less than I think it would be. Got it for about £32. The Who Live at Leeds Deluxe 3LP Abbey Road Half Speed Mastered edition. This is absolutely amazing. I will say the pressing is a bit quiet. Musically it's quiet, there's no surface noise, which is lovely obviously, but the record itself is kind of quiet, which is a shame, but it's still a decent sounding pressing, and it's, you know, it's great to have this on vinyl. It's such a cool set. Triple gatefold, I can't get that all in. Nothing to show in the vinyl, they're all just black, pretty basic vinyl. An amazing performance. I prefer this deluxe edition to the original 6-track album, to be honest. I think all the Tommy stuff and all the kind of medley of early singles is absolutely fantastic. It is the Who at their best in terms of a live performance. It's just phenomenal, the energy of the band. The playing's great. It's absolutely brilliant. If you're a Who fan, an essential, to be honest. It's totally excellent. And then in a somewhat similar vein, we're going to go with another live album actually. this is something I technically already have. It's the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. Now, I do have the remastered edition of this that they did for that film, the 8 Days a Week documentary, which is an awesome documentary. I recommend that if you're a Beatles fan like I am. But I found this in a record store for a pretty cheap price, and it sounds okay. I mean, obviously it's very old and worn, but it sounds all right. I mean, this record never had the best sound ever anyway, I don't think. But the coolest tidbit about this, it's got a nice gatefold, and it is an original copy because there is a sticker in here that says it was bought on the 9th of September 1977 at Woolworths. So that's pretty cool. Vinyl itself, it's got like a little Beatles thing, and then it's just a black vinyl. Yeah, it's a cool thing to have. I mean, I'm a huge Beatles fan. It's a little bit, it's not in the worst condition, I suppose. It's a little bit of missing there, but overall, it's a cool record to have, and it's not in the worst condition. So I picked that up. From the same record store, I picked up Led Zeppelin. The song Remains the Same, which is of course the soundtrack for the movie, which is a concert film. So this is a live album, and it's Led Zeppelin peak form. Absolutely fantastic, incredible set list. An extended edition of this did come out about 10 years ago, which is brilliant. I've got that on my phone, and it sounds awesome. I've not actually played this, so I couldn't tell you what it sounds like. I'm sure it sounds great because it's Led Zeppelin. It's got a book and stuff, some fantastic images in there. Really nice packaging actually. And the sleeves have got artwork on them, I think. No, they haven't. Never mind. But a really cool live album. Led Zeppelin have that massive kind of all over the place live sound that I absolutely love. Yeah, this is a great live record, and the film is really interesting as well. It's worth a watch. It's got some kind of weird interlude sequences for each individual member of the band. It's brilliant. Robert Plant is kind of a Lord of the Ringsy type thing, which is very cool. Yeah, so that's awesome to have. And then more Led Zeppelin. This was one that I've had on my to buy list for a very long while. Physical Graffiti by Led Zeppelin, one of the greatest Led Zeppelin records, arguably one of the greatest rock albums of all time. It is a phenomenal LP, double album, of course. I mean, everyone knows Physical Graffiti, don't they? My favourite track off Physical Graffiti is probably The Rover. Amazing song, fantastic guitar riff. Everything on this album is great. I mean, it's a Led Zeppelin record, to be honest. They never made a bad album, in my opinion. It's kind of a bit difficult to show, but there's some cool lyrics sheets in here, and the 2 LPs. That's just cool packaging, isn't it, when you take it out, and I love that. And this pressing sounds fantastic as well. It's the 2015 Jimmy Page remaster, but it sounds amazing. I thought I had a really good time listening to that. And then we have, this is the latest I bought, The Cure, Songs of a Lost World, I think it's called. Really good album. I mean, I absolutely love The Cure, and I didn't really know what to expect from a new album of theirs. It's been a long time, about 16 years, I think. And this is an excellent return to form. They sound brilliant. The music's beautiful. It's got that big The Cure sound that they kind of have in the late 80s, early 90s, Disintegration-ish time. Robert Smith's vocals, absolutely spectacular. He sounds incredibly good, and it is on a kind of, I guess, grey vinyl, which I think is actually really pretty, and it suits the record. And it's got a poster in there, but I can't be bothered to pull that out. Loving that album. I think it's really great. I wish it was a gatefold, but it isn't. But yeah, a really good record. I don't know if you can see on the door there, but there is actually a song from the Lost World poster. Because the guy in the record store gave it to me when I bought it, so there you go. That was really cool. Excellent record. And now to end this off, we've got this loads of Black Sabbath. So debut. All of these are like the remastered editions. Go forward for the debut. I don't absolutely love Sabbath's debut. I think it's a really cool album and it's very pioneering and whatever, but it's not my favourite of theirs. Paranoid is an absolute classic. Everybody loves Paranoid. Amazing album. Pretty much every track on it's phenomenal. Incredible that this came out the same year as the debut, and yet it sounds so much better. It's everything about that album. The riffs, the playing, the production, absolutely spectacular LP, that one. And then, of course, Master Reality, my favourite Black Sabbath album. It's hugely influential on metal and like stoner rock. The down-tuned guitar sound and whatever, it sounds absolutely amazing. I love this album. Children of the Grave, After Forever, Lord of this World. It's an amazing album. It's a total classic. And you know, I'll show this on this one. They're all kind of the same. They've got the really cool Black Sabbath kind of label on it, which I love. Really, really cool that they all have that. And then we have, where is it? There it is. Excuse me if you can hear any noise downstairs, but this is Volume 4. Iconic cover with Ozzy on it. Really cool, really, really cool album. Again, these classic, that's an awesome gatefold. These classic Sabbath albums are just amazing. Really can't go wrong. These pressings sound great as well. Especially, I played Master Reality and it sounded phenomenal. And last but not least, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, which is the only one of these I've not played yet. Absolutely tremendous album though. It is kind of a shift in sound. It's still definitely a rock and Black Sabbath album, don't get me wrong, but it's one of their absolute best records, this. It's an amazing album. Yeah, I love that one. So it's cool to have those Black Sabbath albums. I kind of don't need many of the others after that, to be honest. Heaven and Hell I'd probably get at some point, because that's a really good one. But I'm happy with those original 5 albums, because they are just insanely good. Thank you very much for watching. That has been my autumn record update. I'll probably do one of these again in the new year, maybe, depending on if I buy much vinyl. I'm not sure I would. I'll probably get some for Christmas, so I'll do a video about that maybe. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.